is vibing with the laughter, joy is all living. Every cut that sizzles on it. Dana's kitchen, it's the heart. Dance in the kitchen where the flavors intertwine. Laughing and cooking with the times of food and night. Recognize and tune in, feeling right. Spicy sauces, sweet surprises, sushi screens, if the flavor rises in Dana's realm, we all discover new delights with every cover, chopping, mixing, every taste. No ingredients, go to waste. Dance in the kitchen where the flavors intertwine. Laughing and cooking, we're on a bite so fine. The aromas rising, the chat is riding, with their laughter, joy's arriving. Every cut and seals art in Dana's kitchen, it's the heart. Dance in the kitchen where the flavors intertwine. Laughing and cooking with the times of food and life. Amidst the light, she sets the stage. Dana's kitchen, turn of age. Stringing life with zest and flavor. Every moment wants to savor. Twitch and chase it in a kitchen. Sizzling sounds and colors, specific interactive. Oh, so sticky in Dana's kitchen, feel the heat. Midnight snacks and morning brews. With the charm you can refuse. If it's one eat morning down, take a chest-sized slice of blue. The Dana's kitchen, the sweets alive. Whisking up my different flavors, God. Dreaming dreams and the neon lights. Retain joy on a starry night. Turn it tight, she says it right. From savory dishes to sweet delights. Every sprinkle, every dash. Creating moments of cool refresh. Dance in the kitchen where the flavors intertwine. Laughing and cooking with the ties of food and life. Dance in the kitchen where the flavors intertwine. Laughing and cooking.
Amy PBR cheered 100. Thank you, birthday biddies.
I'm just following him.
Turn on Twitch, let's have some fun. Dana's kitchen has begun. She's whipping up the very best with bartender, drink more, cook less. He's the tech guy, Robbie, Randy, Roy. Rocky is the bestest boy. The food is great, come grab a plate. The show's starting, so don't be late. Dana's kitchen.
Ooh, you could make pita dough.
I look ridiculous.
You could see. He's like, ooh.
Oh, it's so much worse with that Vegemite.
Well, hello. Thank you guys so much for all the happy birthday wishes and for the biddies. I'm so excited because I get to go on vacation tomorrow. So I decided I'd come and celebrate with you guys today. So thank you so much. So I've got Noimu's got an extra sticker on bits over here. And we're going to put a sticker on here for Amy PBR. So thank you guys so much for that. Leo is listening in. So thank you guys so much. I'm so glad that you guys are here tonight. We are, there we go, Andy's here. Thank you for that lovely rendition of Happy Birthday. But But thank you guys so much for being here. So tonight it's going to be an interesting night, and I got to get kind of your thoughts on this. We reached our first goals for the month, and so you guys decided last stream that I'm going to be making Campfire Nacho Lasagna in the wok. We're going to try and do Molten Lava Brownies in a wok. I'm a little worried about that. I'm not going to lie. The lasagna, not so much worried about it. But we're going to be making those things tonight. And my question for you is, my sauce for my enchiladas, I usually put everything in the oven and let it roast. Do I have to roast it in the wok, or are you going to let me put it in the oven? So that's my question. So, and thank you, Andy, for the bits. I got to get you. I think you're up here already somewhere. If not, we got to add you. Let's see, Andy. Yep, Andy's there. So it's my birthday, so we're going to put a cake on there. Well, it's not really. Tomorrow is my birthday. And did you know, Robbie, that tomorrow, where's this tape?
I put it over on the table.
Oh, you made it convenient for me?
Hey, sir.
Whatever. What was I saying? So the other thing, we've got new goals. I am running around in circles. There we go. Calm Tequila! Welcome in, Raiders. Hang on. All right, now I need to write another thing down for you guys. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm so happy to see you guys there. Thank you for the birthday wishes. That is so sweet. Hey, Calm Tequila, how was your stream? Fox fan, thank you for the follow. How was your stream? And it's Hippie. Wait a minute, Hippie's here? Where? Did I miss Hippie? Is Hippie in here? Hippie, hello. It was a lot of fun. Ari on fire, thank you so much for that follow. I'm so glad. What'd you guys do? What did you guys do today? And I love your name, Calm Tequila. 2 words that don't ever go together. I did say that already. Yes, Wolf Mom, thank you. Welcome in, Raiders, from Wolf Mom. Okay, this is the perfect time. I'm glad I didn't start this spiel. Now you guys only have to hear it one time.
House Flipper 2 is fun.
I'm sorry? Oh, some House Flipper 2. That's fun. That's fun. Double raid. Yes, Suki. We've got a double raid going. All right, so my name is Dana. I am a home cook in North Texas. And we are today going to be making stuff in a wok. We've been making stuff in a wok all month long. And it's mostly been foods that you're supposed to cook in a wok, except for the fried okra maybe. But we reached our goals, some goals, and so now they got to decide at the last stream what I was going to attempt to make in these. And so I've got to do some Campfire Nacho Lasagna in one, and I've got to do Molten Lava Brownies in the other one. So that's what we're going to attempt to make today. Now, I will say we have a second goal then for our bits and our subs, and it will make Robbie cook. So if you're new here, Robbie's my fiance, tech guy, bartender, logistical elevation technician, Sherpa, sous chef sometime, but he does not really cook. So it would be really fun to see him cook in a wok, because I don't think he's ever cooked in a wok before, so it'd be really fun for me. And next month, we're going to teach him like 4 or 5 like dishes that he can make in the kitchen that are super, super easy. So you can follow in Discord and throw me some recipes in the cookbook section. We're going to pick some recipes from there to teach Robbie. So how are you doing, Wolf Mom? How was your stream?
Maka Waka cheered 100.
Thank you so much for the biddies.
Happy birthday.
It's a walk in the park there. Hippie! So Andy saw you. I didn't see you, so I'm sorry I missed you there. So that's kind of what we're doing today. So then my question, I'm going to go back to my original question. Since I've got to make a Campfire Nacho Lasagna in the wok, do I have to make all parts of it in the wok, or are you going to let me do, because the chicken, I think, I really need to put in the oven. I've got cast iron for that. But do I need to roast the vegetables in the wok, or can I do that in the oven? What do you think, Robbie? What would your thoughts be? He's like, Sherpa, you know, the people who lug stuff around for you up the mountains at Mount Everest. I've never met a Sherpa, but I mean, Robbie lugs stuff around for me all the time. So
Including up mountains.
including up mountains. So, well, I didn't hear from you. Then I'm gonna do this the easy way for me. Then we're gonna roast some vegetables. So here's what my Campfire Nacho lasagna. My thoughts on it is that I'm gonna make like a chili tomato sauce to put on it, which is not normally what I would do on enchiladas or anything, but I like making a kind of a ranchero salsa. I'm not going to roast any tomatoes though. I'm actually going to use some canned Marzano tomatoes for the tomatoey part of it. And then we're going to use tortillas as our layers in there. And thank you, Annie BS, and everybody else who said happy birthday. Thank you to you too. And I've got to do some things here as well. The dog is out there barking. Are they out in the pool again?
I think he's just being crazy because he's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Well,
he's
cool.
singing you happy birthday.
Unlikely. He doesn't care if it's my birthday. He only cares if he gets treats and foods and pets and walks. That's it. That's all he ever cares about. So, what was I saying? Oh, so I'm going to use the tortillas as kind of our pasta sheets. And, Robbie, I have Chihuahua cheese.
Woohoo!
Woo! So I'm super excited about that.
'Cause that's a real thing for anyone new in
It
here.
is a real thing. But if you can't find Chihuahua cheese, you can always use like a Monterey Jack or a mozzarella. So it's a mild white cheese from the Oaxaca area in Mexico. So for Robbie to sing me happy birthday, we could. What do you want that goal to be? We'll just make him do it. Gimli, hello. We're glad you're here. Welcome in. I got to write some things and put them on the refrigerator. Oh, we've got Makawakas up there. That's one less thing I have to write. Cool. We'll put that. Where's Makawaka? There we are. And we didn't put a sticker on there last time, so we'll put a sticker on there this time. And then what else did we have? We had 2 raids. We had Calm Tequila. So how did you come up with that name, Calm Tequila? Because in my experience, calm and tequila are opposites, let's say. I don't think Wolf Mom is up here yet this month. So we'll do, oh yeah, she is. Okay, look at that. But she didn't have a sticker.
You doubted Wolf Mom.
I gotta put, and we'll put a donut
I'm sure
on
Calm
there.
Tequila's name makes more sense than mine of Drink More, Cook Less.
No, drink more, cook less makes total sense.
Or drink more cookies.
Don't you think? Leah, what's your popcorn? Thank you, Luminology. You were not CC'd on the email about the Wednesday stream. Oh, you know what? I probably should have put that in the mod channel. I need to get better at that. I'm terrible at that. So, but yes, you were here last week and the week before, or the stream before, and I did talk about it. And I'm using this poblano pepper to make a point.
And Michael, welcome to my world. Get used to having to read her thoughts.
Hello, more Dr. Pepper. How are you? So make an effort to go follow all of these wonderful people. Wolf Mom, Calm Tequila, Hippie's in here. Who else is in here? Makawaka is in here.
And Gimli that you just found
And
today.
Gimli, yes. So thank you guys so much. And go give them a follow. Okay, so we're going to put some poblano peppers on here. I think I'm just going to cut the top off. That'll make my life a little easier later.
Very, very carefully, because that's a serious knife.
It's a serious knife from Johnson. And we're going to stick these. I've got my oven is going at 425. I've got a big old jalapeno.
What are the poblanos
For the sauce. Yes. So Luminology, I'm going to be making these nacho lasagna. So we're going kind of in a Mexican lasagna road, and then we're going to top our lasagna with chips and melted cheese and some of the things that you find on nachos. So it's going to be both nachos and lasagna. And I'm totally making this recipe up out of my brain, hopefully. Hopefully it's coming from my brain. I had some serranos left over from the food we made the other night, and we're going to add
That's
an
a
onion.
big onion.
I know, I wanted lots of onion flavor in there because I'm going to have a lot of tomato. So we got that. Yes. If only I had some of your queso left, I could put that on top of my nachos, but it is all gone. All the queso. Should have called you. Said, come drive me down. Some of that lovely queso. You need to make some more. You going to bring me some? I think that's a requirement now. That's all I'm saying. So, here we go. I'm going to get some avocado oil on this. Normally, I use olive oil.
Tomato and lasagna. What? No. Who knew?
But it's gonna be a. That's a lot of
That was a
oil
lot,
in there.
Dana. You oiled that like you salt things.
It's all good. We're gonna want it anyway, right? In our sauce.
Hey, Lennox.
Lennox, hello, welcome in. All right, so 425 degree oven. We're gonna get that started. I will tell you, I'm a little worried about the brownies. I'm not sure how doing brownies on the top of a stovetop in a wok are gonna come out, but we're gonna give it a try anyway. So that's gonna go in my 425.
Could you do it as a double boiler system with a lid on for the brownies? That's just me spitballing.
I mean, if you want to eat. Chef Rob, welcome in. Oh my gosh, guys. Chef Rob is back and starting to stream again. We're so excited. It's been a couple of years since Chef Rob has been around, so make sure if you're not following him, follow. And if you are following him, get in there and hang out. He was doing stuff today, and he needs to know, feel free to spitball here, he needs some interesting, awful foods to put on his Wheel of Doom. I don't know what you call yours. Ours was the Wheel of Doom.
Or Wheel of Misery, I think I heard.
Wheel of Misery on that. And welcome in, Raiders. My name is Dana. I'm a home cook up in North Texas. And tonight, we're celebrating my birthday by making things that Chad is making me make in a wok. We've been cooking in a wok all month. So what? Wheel of Misfortune. Yes, there we go. There we go. Wheel of Misfortune. Blah, blah, blah. Words are hard. Words are hard. So we've got some veggies roasting in the oven. I have to make, we've been using a wok, making Asian food in the wok all month long, except for when we fried some okra up in it for Noi Mu. But I now have to make a Campfire Nacho Lasagna, which I'm having to make up because that's not a real thing until tonight.
You couldn't just Google that recipe?
It's gonna be, I could not. And we're gonna try and make some molten lava brownies in a wok. I've got 2. That's what we're gonna be doing tonight. So, fun is what we're doing. So, that's why it's an experience for science, exactly. Oh, those nasty jelly bellies. Yeah, those are bad. I like to make Rusty eat them. Rusty knows that if Rusty rhymes, if he has the jelly bellies that have the weird flavors, and they're raising money. I'm going to give money to their charity. And then he's like, who should eat these, me or Lady? And I'm like, really? You have to ask at this point?
Dana's team Lady all the time.
I'm team Lady. I'll make Rusty take the hit. Okay. All right.
Did you want to get Chef up on the board?
Oh, yes. We got to get Chef up on the board. You might have to take this over. I'm never going to get cooking, and you'll never get to eat,
It's okay.
Robbie.
I brought snacks today, Dana.
You did.
Actually, no.
I didn't think you did. I am going to have you make guacamole at some point, though.
Jamaican jerk chicken pie.
Ooh, nice. That sounds good. All right, where are we going to put Chef Rob? We'll put Chef Rob down there. There we go. All right. I think we're ready to rock and roll. So I got those in there. I need to get the chicken prepped. I'm going to move this and get my plastic board out. And, oh, is it in the dishwasher? I'll get the little one out. It's going to be like, Andy! Oh my gosh, Andy, thank you so much for those 5 gift subs. All right, you got to take over the refrigerator.
Attention all chat gremlins.
Thank you for
All
those
aboard
to
the Hype Train
Arcane
Express.
Bones.
Destination, break the streamer.
Break the streamer. Oh my God. Is that what we're trying to do today? Break the streamer. Serendipix, Scampi and Chill, Marshmallow Cereal, and Poo Milk. And thank you so much for the biddies too. Oh my gosh, thank you. There we go. Robbie's gonna go get my Hype Train hat because I have one. And we're going to Hippie. Oh my gosh, Hippie, thank you so much for those gift subs to Shanius, Amy PPR, look at that, you got a sub. Wolf Mom, look, you got a sub. Official People's Party USA, woo, Severin Van Sickle, and to you, Sam. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. Holy cow. We're already at a level 4 Hype Train. You know what happens when we finish a level 5 Hype Train? Do you guys know? I give away one of these aprons like I'm wearing that I just had made. So there you go. Robbie, you've got some work to do. Ponzi, thank you so much for that happy birthday wish. Thank you. Hey, Jabir fan, how are you? It was a great idea. Thank you, guys. All right, now we've got the hat going. You love that. Oh,
Drink more, cook less. Cheered 101. Thank you for the bits for bear awareness.
Bear awareness. Bear awareness. Do you know why we have bear awareness? Some of you do. Some of you are quite well versed on why we have bear awareness. But some of you need to know why. This is very important. Do not run towards a bear in the wild. We've watched it happen. We watched people
Hey, Yannicki.
run. Yannicki, hello, thank you so much for the happy birthday wish. We were at Yellowstone, and all these cars stopped, and there were people getting out of their cars, and they were running towards a bear. And the Yellowstone park rangers like, get back to your cars, and screaming, and everybody's like, well, let's run towards it. Don't do that. Don't run towards a bear in the wild. Or even if it's not in the wild, don't do it. That's not smart. So that's why we have bear awareness. It's a reminder from our trip to Yellowstone a couple of years ago. All right. I gotta move some things around here. And now there's a towel in the, for some reason, in the, I don't know. I'm making a mess. You guys are distracting me in a good way, in all the good ways. You have them run down your driveway. Do you chase them? Bear aware. It hadn't thought about it that way, Amy, but maybe. Maybe. All right, so we're going to make some chicken for our enchiladas. I'm going to put a little bit of avocado oil in this pan. I put it in there, and I shouldn't have put it in there yet. Don't do that. Wait until it's heated up and then put your oil in there. We're gonna put some herbs and stuff on this so that it has more flavor. Has anybody, why am I using that? That's so tiny. We need a different knife. Have you guys ever had like enchiladas or something, and while the sauce is delicious, like the chicken or the beef or whatever's in it doesn't have any flavor whatsoever? Suki! Oh my gosh!
Mythical to
Don't
Suki
pet
cheers.
the fluffy cows
X2000. Herfy birthday, Dana.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Suki! Holy cow! Thank you so much for all of the biddies. And I know, that's crazy. Totally Kravitz, thank you for the follow. So I don't need to slice this up yet. I don't want it to do that. Why am I doing that? See, I'm being distracted. That's not what I want.
So at 93% on level 4.
4.
Now, and if
That's
we complete
crazy.
The 5, she'll give away an apron.
Yeah.
A birthday apron.
It doesn't have anything to do with birthdays, but sure, we'll call it a birthday apron.
It's Suki another amethyst. That other one has figured all over already.
All right. So I'm using chicken thighs, but I'm a really big believer in put flavor wherever you can in your dish. And I get really disappointed when I go to restaurants and like you get enchiladas or tacos and the meat doesn't have any flavor to it. So I start off usually using chicken thighs just because chicken thighs have a lot of flavor to them to begin with. So, and I'm doing this the long way. I should have put my spice mixture together first because I have chicken all over my hands, but now I'm gonna have to go wash my hands so that I can make my chicken or my spice mixture. So I will tell you, I'm not a trained chef in any way, shape, or form. I am a home chef. I've taken some classes. I've watched a lot of shows and videos, and I read a gazillion. I'm a reader, so I read a gazillion cookbooks, and that's what I do. You guys are great. Thank you so much for all of the birthday wishes and subs. Thank you for helping the community out, getting more emotes. That Robbie has made, I think, all of the emotes, haven't you?
But I can't take credit for the hype train emotes, Dana.
Not the hype train ones. That's true. All right. So I'm kind of making this mixture up as I go along. We'll obviously have salt, because you got to have salt. And we're going to have some pepper in there. And then I want to add some chili flavor. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do, I've got chipotle, chili, ground chilies, and I've got a chili powder that's already got cumin and stuff, and I'm going to put a little of that in. I don't want a super heavy cumin flavor, despite the fact that I love cumin. So if you've ever watched me before, you know a lot of times I will actually make a slurry to put using dried chilies and stuff that will heat up in a little olive oil, cover them with water, let them soften, and then put them in the blender. So I'm not doing that tonight. Tonight we're just going to use some chili powders. So this is chipotle, so that'll give it a nice smoky flavor. We've got jalapenos in there, but we're going to give a little this tastes a little different. It's a jalapeno powder. And oh, my birthday hat. Robbie has reminded me I have to wear a birthday hat today. There we go. How I look. How's it going? Mexican chili powder. There's probably mixes out there. Soup is cursed. Thank you for that follow. Welcome into the community. And then I'm gonna also do a little Mexican oregano. We'll see. Hopefully that doesn't burn too much or at all. We don't want it to burn. All right. So we'll take our chicken and get these spices in here. And I just want to get it really brown before I put it in the oven because I'm going to let it go in the oven. I like using chicken.
Bakery.
Hey, Fluffy Bakery, thank you. I'm glad you do. You have dark chili powder, that would work. So I like using chicken thighs for a couple reasons. First of all, they just have more flavor than using a chicken breast. Second of all, they're way more forgiving. You know, chicken breast is cooked. It's not cooked and then all of a sudden it's cooked. But if you're making something that has multiple pieces to it that you're doing separately, season everything. Put flavor where you can. And we'll say, I don't know if you guys heard the news, but Ann Burrell, who was a great teacher, did Worst Cooks on Food Network, but also did cooking shows on Food Network, passed away yesterday. And she used to always say, you'll hear me say it on here, she would always say, brown food tastes good. And I say that all the time. So that was very sad to hear that because she was actually born a year after me. She was younger than me.
You sure can, Fluffy Bakery. Come on over. Chris, you may not want the nachos. We don't know how they're going to turn out.
You know what, Robbie? It's going to be edible. It'll be edible. That's, you know.
And that is just the highest praise.
It'll definitely be edible. All right.
Hey, Debbie.
I'm making a mess over here already. Debbie, hello. Let's get this in the sink before we.
Shout out.
And I don't want these to burn. Burn, burn, burn.
Brown food does taste good.
Huh?
Brown food does taste good.
Yes. Yes, it does. All right. Now that I have stuff all over the counter. And now it's clean, magically. Magically clean. So I thought I'd get this in the oven and then we'd make our brownies. Because if I were doing the brownies in the oven, they take an hour to cook. Cooking them in a wok, I have no idea. So
5 minutes.
it'll take a little longer than 5 minutes.
Everything cooks quickly in a wok, Dana. Come on.
Not brownies. And I don't want it to be like 500 degrees in the wok as we cook those. So both of my woks are carbon steel.
Yes, Debbie. So Chad is making Dana for her birthday.
For my birthday.
Cook stuff in the wok
In
that
the wok.
you wouldn't normally do. So here, let me give the menu command for you. So she's got to make Campfire Nacho Lasagna in a wok, and for dessert a Molten lava brownie.
Yeah, they just made up a thing. We had Campfire nachos or lasagna, and then there were a couple other things they could choose. And since the Campfire lasagna or the Campfire nachos and the lasagna came in a tie, they decided, yeah, do both.
Let's just combine it.
Just combine it. So here we are, combining them. How's that?
Luckily, the brownies didn't tie with anything else.
Just brownies. Just brownies. I know. I mean, it's crazy. Okay, so we are going to 325. So see, we want that wok not anywhere near as hot as we would do. This one I want to do the lasagna in. We'll do the brownies in this one. So this is my old wok. It's really seasoned well. Oh, Robbie's going to do that for you guys. This is my newer wok. I got it this month. So we've been seasoning it, using it a lot to season it. I don't know that brownies really will be seasoned, but so I'm gonna go ahead and get that started, and we'll start making our brownies. All right, I'm using a recipe from Epicurious for this. So we are going to have, I forgot to pull the flour out. I thought I pulled all the ingredients out, but I did not.
Ooh, nacho mac and cheese.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to have you shred some cheese here soon too. I know your favorite thing to do.
And a nacho burrito with chips on the inside too.
That's nacho mac and cheese. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be putting the chips on the top so they stay crunchy. We're going to let the lasagna cook. Then we're going to put chips on the top and do cheese and some of the other things you would find on nachos. So it'll be like almost an enchilada lasagna with nachos on top. Because why not? All right.
I'm looking forward to it. And it's not just because I'm really hungry.
You're always hungry.
Only on days that end in Y, Dana.
It's true. That is true. All right, so a cup of all-purpose flour, 3/4 cup cocoa. This is a Penzies. This is one of the things we got when we went over to Penzies. Now what's happened here? Open sesame. You haven't eaten today? Whew. All right, I think I'm done with that. Three-quarters of a cup of this. Try not, this is Dutch processed cocoa.
She spelled some.
I did, but at least I'm not using. I've also got some of the Rouge cocoa, but that's more expensive because there aren't a ton of red beans. I really wanted these to be chocolatey though. And when you use the Rouge, to me, it doesn't taste quite as chocolatey as you're using one of the darker chocolates.
I'm the same as you, Fluffy Bakery. I prefer the middle. More edge pieces for everybody else.
All right, and then I need 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, so we'll use this again.
You could make hot chocolate out of that, Dana.
I know you can, but you need to add sugar. So we've got some brown sugar. I'm just gonna use all the spoons.
Or add it to your coffee.
I could, I like my coffee though, the way it is. Does this say to pack it? I'm gonna lightly pack it. It doesn't say
So you're
to pack it.
kind of going 50-50 on
Fif-
packing versus not packing.
Yes, that is accurate. Because some things say firmly packed, right? But I've never seen it not tell you nothing.
Words are very hard for you today.
Yeah. I get to
Hey,
like
Aladdin's
that.
girl.
Hershey Sparks, thank you for that follow. Hey, Aladdin's girl, it's good to see you. You can have the lizard that came in. If I can catch it, that's okay. I have my own lizards. But thank you for the offer. I tried to watch today, but he was off by the time did I turn the light off over here? I sure did. Whoops, that's just the light.
Dana's having problems over there.
I'm not. Everything is great. Everything is great. And Jumpy too, thank you for the follow. Robbie's over here. He's like my stage manager too. All right, the butter I need to melt. So let me go melt that real quick. So I've got a whole stick of butter, I believe.
And yes, I do watch while at work, Mike.
Well, it says 175 grams. How much is 175 grams? Is that a stick of butter? When we go to grams, I get confused. No, it's more than
where's
that.
the freedom units, Dana?
It's more. So,
Rocky almost caught himself a lizard yesterday on the walk.
hey Google, how many ounces is 175 grams?
175 grams equals 6.173 ounces.
No, that can't. Oh, yeah, that can't be right. 4. So 6. So I need a little more. I need. 4,
That's quite the butter knife.
5.
It was a gray one, actually. It was pretty big.
Let's go with about that much. That's
Hey,
close.
Tom Tom. Cookie Monster says he likes this part.
Hi, Tom Tom. How are you? Thank you, Sparkling Jewel. I appreciate you. All right, melt.
Dana, did you see that we flew past the big goal for me to have to do a challenge recipe, and now we just need the
Oh! Wow. So close. So close. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to put this on top of the butter because I don't want it to get all over the microwave. So hopefully that does not happen. And we need some sugar. And we're going to be using, this recipe calls for caster sugar, which is really super fine. I don't use it in baking very often. I usually use it on the rims of cups for cocktails because it's real super fine. So you know when you go to the bar, maybe you don't, but if you do and they have like sugar around the rim, they're usually using a real super fine sugar like caster. 1 1/3 cups. So let me get my 1/3 of a cup out. And let's see if I have that much in here. So I need 4 of these. It's not, we're going to use this and then we're going to use regular sugar for the remainder. 1. This is a very sweet brownie. 2.
Jay Burner says happy birthday.
Hey, thank you, Jay. Yeah. Give me a second. I'm busy. 2. Oh, no, this is 3, right? 3?
Math is hard.
It is. 4. All right. You're so bossy. All right, my butter is almost melted.
There is a microwave down there that you guys can't quite see.
I have a microwave drawer. I don't love it. That's what I'm going to tell you.
It's fancy.
It was so that it makes it easier so you can pull things up. But here's the problem. When things are hot, they steam. So you probably don't want to be over it pulling it up. And it also doesn't turn. There's not a turntable in there. So I really dislike that.
Things don't heat very evenly. And it somehow is better at warming up the plates or bowls more than the
It seems
food
so, yeah.
itself.
Or it could just be that I've changed all the plates out and the plates I got aren't
So
great.
you didn't know about the microwave drawer.
Yeah, as of when I bought it, so when we redid the kitchen, everything in here is KitchenAid. Thank you, Jay Burner. Yeah, dishwasher drawers are a thing. So when we redid the kitchen, and I don't know if this is still true, Sharp was the only people that Sharp made all of them, regardless of the branding on them. So the guy at the store is like, you could buy a Sharp, and it will be less expensive than any other one, but it's exactly the same because they make all of them. I was like, I'll take the Sharp one. All right, we need vanilla extract. Am I putting that in there too? And the eggs. So we've got 3 eggs. Vanilla extract. If you're new here, this is what I do. I run around the kitchen like a crazy person. all the time.
She gets a lot of steps in now.
I do. I'm always like, where am I in my step goal? Oh, it's a stream night. It doesn't matter. All right, we're going to go ahead and mix all of the dry stuff first before we add the wet stuff. And I'm also going to chop up, and that's okay. I can put this in here and then I can chop up the, so I'm going to try and break up all these little pieces here. From what I recall, I haven't made brownies in a while. You don't want to overmix them once you get the liquid and the wet ingredients in there. So, hello, Lord Velos. How are you? Thank you so much. So you're first. Congratulations. It's so glad to have people here, 42 minutes after I've started.
Hey, if it's there for the taking.
It is. I'm surprised Jedi was in here. What happened? Jedi's usually the one.
Probably too distracted with your birthday hat or
Maybe.
something.
Maybe that's it. Okay, and then we've got eggs. Is this still warm? I don't want to put the eggs in there if it's still warm. So we'll do them here. I do use free-range eggs 99% of the time. Pasture-raised free-range eggs. Because look at the color of those eggs. Look at that color. That color is gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Lennox says, happy birthday, you lovely human.
Thank you, Lennox. Thank you.
I did see a cool whisk today on hen lips.
You did? What was it?
It was like a semi-automatic whisk where you put it in there and you just push down and it spins while it's sitting in the bowl. And you just kind of go like that and it spins for you.
There are all sorts of kitchen gadgets that keep us from doing stuff. I'm sure it's cool. I've seen the one where it's like put it in the hot pot pan. So thank you, Baker Vuke. About my birthday and not a Aw, thank you. All right. So we'll let this sit here for a second after I get it completely stirred. We'll let that hydrate while we chop up some dark chocolate. And Robbie's going to be super happy because there's going to be leftover dark chocolate to just eat.
I thought it was your birthday, Dana. Is it my birthday?
I mean, I'm going to have one of these brownies, but then they're all yours, Robbie. Gluten. I want to see how hot that pan is, too, because I want to try and get it to the temperature it says the oven should be at. So let's see. Oh, Robbie, I'm so good. This is at 327, and I was aiming for 325. I got it right on the first time.
That's some birthday magic.
That is magic. It's magic. So when I'm done here tonight, after I clean the kitchen, I get to finish packing for my trip. My girlfriends. Okay, we need to measure some of these. We need about 125 grams. Where did I put the chocolate? There it is. I'm spinning around in the kitchen. So close.
Are those extras?
All of those will be extras. I don't recognize your guppiness until I have a cocktail.
Oh, that's what it is?
Don't you think? Don't you think I deserve a cocktail? ¿Por qué no los dos? ¿Por qué not two? Why not two? I said.
Is she asking why there isn't a second redemption?
Uh,
Some people have like first, second, and
Oh, this is the second one. isn't it?
No. Like literally, you can redeem hey I'm first, and then you can redeem hey I'm second.
That I
Okay,
can what?
she's like glitching out.
What?
She's glitching out.
What is it again? What am I doing?
Or maybe I'm not even on the same page as Suki. It's fine. Everything's fine. All right, should we make her a cocktail?
So why
Trying
not
to say
both?
why not both about birthday and the redemption. I got you now. Okay.
I'm still confused.
Jedi, up here.
Oh, for Jedi. See, you got to tell me who I'm thinking about, because so there was an interview with Alton Brown.
Who?
Alton Brown. And he was talking, somebody had asked him about what was your favorite part, or, what were some of your favorite things from Iron Chef? And he says, I really don't remember any of it. And I try to remember you guys a lot, but he said, he got used to being able to hear stuff in his ear and talk at the same time. And so he's like, my whole brain was focused on those tasks so that my memory just didn't pick up a lot of things. So he was able to name a couple of things.
Plus, he
and
said he never went back and watched it.
Right, and he never went back and watched. So I think for me, sometimes when I'm cooking, I can answer you guys. I'm answering you guys honestly, but then we get someplace else, and my brain has already said, okay, working part of the brain needs this space for this thing. Kind of like the computer. I often think of my brain like a computer because and Robbie can attest to this, I love to take like a 20-minute nap in the middle of the day because it's like my brain says, you need to reboot. You're working slow. And it always helps. So now I get it. And I've noticed that happens to other streamers too. Like they'll ask me a question and I'll answer it, but they will answer somebody else's question in the meantime, and then they'll go, what are you talking about, Dana? Well, I'm trying to answer your question. That's what I'm trying to do. All right, so I think I should probably put something in this pan, or this is not going to come out at all. Like maybe a little avocado oil. I don't have any more neutral. I don't have any like peanut oil or anything. I forgot to pick some up. So we'll put a little of this in here and just kind of coat the pan.
Go over there too.
I know, I was about to go over. So we're going to do the Silver G. Welcome in. Welcome in, Silver G, and Raiders, welcome. You're coming through with the crew. That is awesome. Well, welcome in, Raiders. We're so glad that you are here. And I'm in the middle of trying to make brownies in a wok. So that's what we're doing today. So change to the point each of their eyes can focus on two different things. It's freaky, right? Right? Ooh, this is a thick batter. Okay, I want to pour the extra oil out of here. I just want to coat everything here. And then we'll pour the extra oil someplace where I won't burn things. And that is the oven timer. All right, we're good. We're good. Are we ready? Does what need to be changed? I don't know what he's talking about, anybody. But he's doing something. Oh, he's getting Silver G for the raid up on the refrigerator. How was your stream? Thank you so much for the happy birthday wishes. How was your stream? Actually, I'm going to use one of Jedi's things. I think that'll work a little better. Here we go. So the pan should be at about the same as if we put this in an oven. It's right around 325. I'm going to double check it again once we get all of this in here. We're going to put a cover on it, and we're going to hope it bakes okay and that it doesn't burn the bottom of the brownies, because that's my biggest concern, really. Right? Because that's going to get a lot more heat. So I may turn it down just a smidge.
A little smoky in here.
Yeah, but it's chocolate smokiness, so like that's okay, right? You know what? I'm gonna let Robbie have the rest of that. Hello, Creme Delish. How are you doing? Michael Beast. Thank you for that. Thank you for the happy birthday. Stream it well. Trying out a new game mode in Fortnite. Overall vibed on out with the time and got a win. Yay! Kind of like baking them in a Dutch oven. My concern is the direct heat. And as a matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move this down to a smaller burner. And hopefully that'll help. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully we didn't just do that. That was really good chocolate, dark chocolate. It was not cheap chocolate. And now I've got chocolate all over this. Okay, I've got to wash this real quick, guys, because I am going to need this. So what's up, Creme Delish? How are you doing? Huh? I don't have, I mean, there is still sake, but do you want sake? My bartender is in bartending mode, everybody. This is exciting. So exciting. All right. Because I'm going to need that again. So what was I making next? I got the chicken. Let's see how our veggies are doing in the oven after I clean the chocolate off here. Be one of your main games for sure. Yes, I remember that. I figured that must be you. So, do you want to share with us why you changed your name? You don't have to. It's okay. There's chocolate Scott. Here. There we go. That's what the apron's for, right? So, okay. Brownies are going. We're going to check on the chicken. Robbie's making a drink over there. I'm a little worried. He has poured Prosecco into a shaker. So I'm a little worried about that. Here we go.
No trust. No trust.
All right. Our chicken looks pretty good. It should be done all the way through. If it's not, I'm not terribly worried about that because we are going to stick it in the wok to cook. So we want it to be, at the very least, mostly cooked. Woo! There's the smoke. Oh my gosh, very smoky.
Dana's in the kitchen.
Oh, in the air fryer right now. That sounds great. Okay, what is my drink? All right, what did you put in my drink? You gonna tell me?
Well, I started to make something thinking you had the sake out, but you had Prosecco out.
Okay.
So I switched halfway through, and I have added mint to your Prosecco.
Okay, I can taste the mint. Oh, you muddled the mint. Okay, that's why there's the flavor. That's interesting. League of Fire competitor that does spicy food challenge live streams. Anything that has to do with spicy food. Ooh, a chili pepper eating competition October. Woo! Woo! Spicy. Okay, wait. Stop, Dana. Okay, I know what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, where'd the chocolate? Is this the chocolate for me?
Yes, it is. Are you excited about that? Now, normally I like to try and pull off as much of the skin as possible. And as you can see, when you roast it, it comes off pretty easily.
I got you, Silver G.
But it's
Be right over there.
but it's really hot. Mocktail. Robbie's got some mocktail recipes in his repertoire. We did a whole January of mocktail or low
like
ABV.
a mocktail margarita or some sort of brown drink.
Yeah, we actually have a really good mocktail for the margarita. We found a fake tequila that we really like. Can I call it a fake tequila? Because it's not really tequila. But you get all that
But
spiciness
is
and
it
stuff from it.
calm tequila, Dana?
Is it? It's not. Maybe it is. Maybe I could call that calm tequila.
It's a throwback to calm tequila that rated us earlier tonight, guys.
All right. Let's get that off of there.
So you enjoy all the flavors more now? 6 months sober.
Congratulations. All right. All right. It's not all completely off of there, but enough. We've got some roasted garlic in here. Onions. Let's get all of that. A lot of times I'll use tomatillos. I decided I didn't want that acidicness in this time. Our onions should be really nice and sweet. Yeah. Here we go. Look at that. We'd be waiting until tomorrow for these to be cool enough for Robbie to take the skin off of, probably.
It's harsh but true.
What I really love to do, and in August it'll be hatch chili time around here. I love getting the grill going and smoking and charring the hatch chilies and then putting them in the freezer. I mean, I cook with some of them. Here, that's just gonna go in that way. Here's a hot. Woo! Nope, that is burning. I'm gonna turn it down. Ugh! Smoke! Whew! I just got all sorts of smoke in my eye. So I've turned the brownies down. I'm putting all the seeds in here, so it's gonna be pretty spicy. Maybe I'll take the jalapeno seeds out. A little less spicy.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of smoke coming out of that wok, Dana.
Yeah. Here, we're gonna take it off the heat. We're gonna see what happens. I hope it's edible. I hope it's really edible, Robbie. All right. So again, I'm trying to get as much skin off as possible because that texture just isn't great. But we are putting it in the blender. If we have too much of it, though, you'll totally be able to tell. So I'm concentrating, everybody. That's what's happening right now. All right. We've got some serranos. Probably get some of those seeds out of there. But when you roast your vegetables like this, it makes such a difference in your salsas and sauces that you're making. And then we're going to add some tomatoes to this as well. And I need, hang on. You made French toast bake? Oh! And breakfast for dinner tonight. That is a great idea right there. That's a fabulous idea. Okay. Make it the day before. So I have these San Marzano tomatoes. Unfortunately, they have a little basil in them.
Not basil.
Yeah. So we'll try to get some of the basil out of there. And just stick those in here. I bet that was delicious. I love French toast. Robbie does not really like French toast, so I don't ever make it. And I need to make it regardless of whether he likes it or not, because it's so yummy.
I unfortunately got very sick once upon a time.
Does that happen to anybody else? Like you get sick on something and then you're like, I can never eat that again. I only have that for a couple of sodas that were really, really sweet. They were from South Carolina.
So it's not that I don't necessarily like it, it's that I happen to get very sick right after having it, and so it's hardwired in my brain now that it's not so good.
Can you do me a favor and plug that in? Whew. And then we need to have Robbie, Robbie needs to be shredding cheese.
What? Shredding cheese?
Mm-hmm. Don't worry.
It's a little smoky in here, Dana.
I know, well, I've taken that off. And I'm not really sure how we're gonna cook it. So I'm going to need...
You might have to cheat and put it in a pan,
maybe.
just so it's edible at least. 'Cause
Maybe.
we don't want to waste food.
We definitely don't want to. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, I love waffles, pancakes, crepes. We had a few of those on our trip, actually. I think we might have gone to the same place like 3 times.
At least twice for the crepes.
I seem to
Maybe
remember
3.
We ate in the square, then we did the walk-through, drive-through thing, and then we ate again.
Oh, so it was 3 times. Yeah, yeah. We must have liked it. Here we go. You love Polish things.
How much of this do you need?
Yes. Yes. So you got sick of bugle chips. I remember bugle chips. My mom never bought them. My mom bought potato chips. I don't even think we had tortilla chips in the house. All right, we're gonna taste this. It's probably gonna need salt. And as I was saying earlier, every element should have flavor. Ah, that's spicy. Woo! So, your mic is off because you're shredding? Well, I don't need to add any cayenne in here, that's for sure. I might actually add, I don't know if this will work. Let's see if this works. Well, I know what will work. We can put some sour cream in there to kill a little of the heat, because it's spicy. It's just over too spicy for me. I could say bugles were okay. Bacon is delicious. All right, here we go. We're gonna do this again. Keep mixing. Keep mixing. There we go. Great with French onion dip. That's interesting. Ah, smoked bacon. Yes. That's better. Still spicy. Okay. Prosecco and mint will take the spiciness away. I think that's all we need that for. All right, let's chop some chicken. And dry this knife off very carefully. This knife is so sharp. Okay, chicken. Chop it up. I want to save a little of the chicken to put on the nacho part. So it may be this little piece right here. We'll go here. And then the rest we'll use in our enchilada-like lasagna. How is this chicken anyway? That's actually really good. That's good seasoning. If I do say so myself. So, you don't really buy snacks. I don't buy so many anymore. There was a time where I actually had a snack cabinet. So there was that. Hello, Uncommon Wolf. How are you? This chicken's very hot, by the way. Robbie's little hands would be so burned.
My hands are not little. But they don't like heat or cold.
Or medium temperatures.
Or rough things.
Or soft things.
So they're not little.
Okay. It's a little sensitive about things. All right. So, what you guys got going on? Does anybody have anything good going on this weekend? I'll be at the beach, so I'm happy about that. So, Robbie's little hands. What about Steve? Does Steve have a... No, Stanley. I'm sorry, Stanley. All right.
Making tomato soup.
Oh, yeah? Watching a family friend's dogs. That's nice. I've often thought about maybe I'll just be a professional house sitter. I think that would be fun. I'll cook in their kitchens. Take care of pets. All right, here we go. I'm gonna need cheese from Robbie.
Halfway through the first one.
Uh-oh.
It's very soft, and so it's almost impossible to cook through it.
It is a little challenging. All right, so we're gonna put some sauce in the bottom to hopefully keep things from sticking. And I did buy some tortillas. My place does make tortillas daily, even some of the corn tortillas. And I wanna kind of cut these, I think. Whew, that was bad. I almost cut myself there.
Wolf thought about traveling by house sitting.
Wouldn't that be fun? We should do it together. Like, that would be fun. Oops. All right. So we're gonna go. I think I really need to like dip this in the sauce too. Let's do that. Because I think that's what I've done in the past when I've done something similar to this. And I'll dip this right in there. We'll put that there. We'll do some chicken. And we'll do kind of, But it's more like an inch of lasagna. So we're gonna get some cheese over here. I'm stealing from Robbie. Is this the Chihuahua or the Monterey Jack?
Monterey Jack.
All right, so we'll put some Monterey Jack down here. He's having so much fun over there, everybody. That's what that sighing and it's all about over there. All right, next round. Baby shower barbecue to go this weekend for someone. Oh, for 10 years? Oh my gosh. I remember my best friend from high school. I didn't see her for 10 years at one point. And for and we had just started catching up on social media. And then she kind of disappeared. And I'm like, why did she stop talking to me? And it's because she was coming to surprise me for my birthday. And she was afraid that she would give it away. So.
That she would give it away, give it away.
Give it away. That's what I was thinking. Give it away, give it away, give it away.
Let's change the camera, shall we?
So can you. Here we go. So this is what we're doing. We're just kind of trying to make these layers here. It is hard to milk those Chihuahuas. So hard. It is probably Robbie's favorite cheese now.
It's pretty good for a cheese I didn't know existed like a year or two ago.
He was like, what is this? I said, it's Chihuahua cheese.
Miss Sarah Lynn didn't believe us it was a real thing.
So I had to have it when they came here, when Darth came here. So are we feeling the enchilada vibe here? So you want to have, like, if you're ever making any kind of lasagna or an enchilada kind of thing, you want a cheese that melts really well. Chihuahua cheese is great for this because it melts well. But if you can't find it, Monterey Jack is excellent. Mozzarella will work as well. Now what I am going to do on this layer is add a second cheese. So we're going to add some queso fresco. Now here's the thing, queso fresco does not melt really, really well. You could use feta instead of the queso fresco if you can't find it. I'm in Texas. You can find all things Mexican in Texas if you go to the right places. But what I like about this, so the mozzarella or the Monterey Jack is going to be really melty and mild, and queso fresco is a little saltier. So it's kind of like putting Mexican Parmesan in your enchiladas or your tacos, which is why feta is a really good substitute for it. So, named after the city of Chihuahua. It's always fun to learn new things, isn't it? On streams. All right. Let's see. Oh, this one broke, but that doesn't matter. Let's put that off to the side there. I'll do one of these. We're going to do one more layer before we get it on there and let everything kind of cook down. Not kind of cook down. We're going to let it cook. And hopefully we don't burn the stuff at the bottom. Because that is the challenge when you're cooking in a wok. Hi, Lucretia Pop. Thank you so, so very much. Because meet her fiance, instead of bringing an expensive gift, she asked us to bring a children's. Oh, see, I love that. I love when the baby showers are with books. Right? There's a lot of, being a family therapist, I look at a lot of research of what makes healthy, happy kids. And one of them is having books and being read to. Did you know that? Now, my middle is getting really high here. So we'll take the rest of that chicken. Nice. Put all of that on there. We'll get this out of the way because we don't need this anymore. Well, actually, I am. I need to chop some, but I need to clean it. What am I doing?
Goodness, the indecision.
It's not a problem. Not a problem. Everything is fine. Are we on the Chihuahua cheese now? Mm-hmm. We're going to put our third kind of cheese on here. Our Chihuahua cheese. So, Lucretia Pop, how are you? A pop-up book, yes. How clever people are when they make those. So cool. So, Lucretia Pop, did you know that we had to make Campfire Nacho lasagna in a wok? I don't think the brownies are going to turn out.
It's not quite cooking fish in a microwave.
Not that level. Don't do that again. Especially a whole fish. All right. I think I'm just going to do 2 full ones on here on the
Hey,
top.
Tex Egg for life.
Hello, bed. Okay, well, I'm glad you popped by. You've been doing better lately? Well, we'll have to catch up. I'm going to be near you in August. So we'll have to catch up. But guess what? Robbie's deciding not to come again. All right, now we're just going to pour some of this sauce on the top.
Isn't Molten Lava Brownie one of the annoyingly finicky ones? Well, it being in the wok definitely didn't help. There's a lot of smoke.
It's in the wok, and I think the bottom burned. So, yeah, lovely. All right, we're going to let that cook. So we'll turn that on, and then I'm going to clean some stuff up, guys. And then we need to make some guacamole. And I don't know where my sponge is, so this is going to be fun.
How does a cayenne-infused olive oil and a peach white balsamic vinegar sound?
Ooh, that sounds delicious. Ooh, we'll have to find something to make with that. Maybe like a peach cobbler. So guys, here's what's going on. I want to tell you a little bit about what's going to be going on in the next few weeks around here. I will not be streaming on Sunday because I will be with my girlfriends and we're going to a really wonderful restaurant. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'll probably cook something from there when I get back. A restaurant that has a Latin flair to it. And then Tex Egg for Life will be here on Thursday. So we'll be cooking something with Tex Egg for Life, and it'll probably be something from vacation.
So a week from tomorrow?
A week from tomorrow. And then for July, we've got some time scheduled for Robbie. I think I'm doing it on Sundays for Robbie so he doesn't feel like I've worked all day and now I've got to learn something new.
That's a good idea.
So we're going to give him a little bit of a break and have him do that on Sundays and cook on Sundays. But also, and I don't know the date off the top of my head, but I will be cooking on a Tuesday. Master Chef series that Chef John Lung is putting together. And I'm going to be doing chicken enchiladas. And I've been working on this recipe myself. So this is kind of a recipe I've been playing around with the salsa. So it'll be like a ranchero salsa and then chicken enchiladas, making our own tortillas. If you are interested, I know that we're looking at interest for people who are in the Creator Club first, but if you want to make them with me, let me know. And if there's room, I will get you on the schedule to do that with me. And you can make them with me if you want to and not be on stream, so it's up to you. Or you can just watch, or you can go hang out with friends. 100% up to you. It'll be a Tuesday. So, German meal redemption, if you'd like to do that Thursday. Was that a redemption you had? Was a German meal redemption? Ooh, look at all of the cheese. Did you eat any?
Yes.
Cheese. So good. Just want to stop by and say happy birthday. Thank you so Marla Marzin. So is it your birthday too, Silver G? Happy birthday to both of us. It wasn't you, I can't remember. I'll have to go take a look again. I did do a redemption already that wasn't really, I think you're thinking of maybe the burnt end bratwurst, which I already did. You're German too, and French. All right. Hey, Lucretia Pop, you gonna be streaming again anytime soon? Because I'd love to see you. So this, oh, Tex Egg for life. Thank you so much
Tex
for the
Egg
biddies.
4 Life cheered 200.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Birthday biddies.
All right.
You are loved. You were created to do wonderful things. And you are awesome.
Tex Egg.
Hashtag always believe.
Thank you so much for the biddies. What's the go, no go? I wouldn't do it with a mandolin unless it was like maybe a really hard cheese like Parmesan. Maybe I would do it, but I think you're asking for trouble. Other cheeses are just too soft. I don't think it'll work really well on a mandolin. Internet not friendly, don't need that. Okay, totally understand that. If you have a blade for shredding, you could. Yeah, maybe. All right, let's chop some stuff that we want to put on our nachos. Like some tomatoes. What was the tomatoes for?
Sauce?
I had two. I thought I had one that I needed for something else, but maybe not. All right, so we're gonna do some white onions and some tomatoes. We've got to make some guacamole. Robbie, would you like to make some guacamole? Oh, that's what the other tomato is for, guacamole. See, I knew there was something. So we'll get the guts out of there. And then I've got I got a little bit of a red onion back here, and I've got cilantro. Now everything's making sense in the world to me. It's right there. He's tired. See, this is the part, if you're new in here, he's sometimes my sous chef. By shredding cheese and making guacamole. So we're gonna chop up some of these. Let's see.
Is it finished? It's something.
It's something. I would, but I need something. I need to do this first. Ooh, boy, that smells burned. That is too bad, because that brownie batter looked.
Sorry for the people that like the crispy edges.
Maybe I shouldn't have heated the wok up ahead of time. There we go. Or any part of the brownie. Sorry if you like any part of the brownie.
When your brownies smell like brownies. Or when they're on fire.
There's that. Robbie's over there with the spoon, waiting for the avocado to scoop it out. There you go. There's that. You can definitely use a spoon to scoop out avocado. I sometimes do that. Sometimes I just cut the ends off. Do you want the other avocado?
Sure.
Okay. And then I'm gonna just keep chopping up onions, and we've got some cilantro and lime. There's cilantro. There's lime. I'm giving him all the things, everybody. Robbie's doing great. He is doing great. He always does great. So we'll do the red onion next, so he can put that in his guacamole. And he can choose. I made that really small. Why did I do those tomatoes so small? Get that piece out.
Put the salt on
Back there. So in your guacamole, your basics is avocado, some onions, a little tomato, little lime juice, salt, cilantro. You can add some jalapeno in there if you want a little heat. I think we need some relief from the heat in the sauce here. So I don't think we'll be adding any. And then we will be, sometimes we add bacon. Be creative. Be creative. Add whatever you want to your guacamole. The brownies may be lava rocks. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we can salvage any part of it after I'm done chopping all the stuff over here. I'll check in on it. Oh. Right here.
Nothing's where it's supposed to be.
I'm sorry. Life goes on. Oh boy. One of those days. And I still have to pack everybody. I'm partially packed. I'm not completely packed. So we'll just take that end off there. And then, how much do you want?
Sure.
Is that good? If you need more.
Time to flip your lasagna.
Time to flip it. Should we check on it? It smells great. It may not look beautiful, but it smells great. It's going to look pretty when we're done because we're putting nacho chips on the top. And cheese. And other things. All right, do you want some red onions in there? There's some red onions. And if you need anything else, let me know. Try not to make too much of a mess over here. And then one thing you'll notice if you go to any place that's authentic Mexican, there's white onions. Depending on what kind of Mexican food they're making. But around here, they always have like some white onions either on top of stuff or next to it. And I don't really care about authenticity terribly much. I like to learn where things came from, their origin, but I think that food is always going to be something that changes over time.
Well, Mom says, happy birthday, Dana. I was dealing with the pups.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
And thank you for the raid.
That is exactly, cilantro is soap. Not for some of us. We're time to flip your lasagna. Yep, not something you see too often. I don't think we'll be flipping anything in the wok today. I am going to get that cut and then get this out of the way. I don't think I need to chop anything else. And then we're going to check on our brownies after I wash my hands. Woo. Don't lose the knife. Johnson's knives are so freaking sharp. I'm less likely to cut myself while I'm chopping something, but I'm more likely to cut myself while moving it from one place to another.
Or even just looking at it.
Just looking at it. Sometimes it just jumps out.
There's some pickled radish on the side.
Say what? Was it? Pickled radish on the side would be great. I actually have pickled radish. So we could totally do that. Were you here when we made this the other day?
It's icy.
We have pickled radish and we have pickled jalapenos. Not serranos, pickled serranos. So we'll probably put some of those on there. That would be good. So, oh, pickled onions would be good too. All right. Since everything was pretty much cooked, we're going to see if Dana can open this bag of chips better.
We lost a heart.
Uh-oh. Silver G, we lost your heart. I think yours has been giving me trouble. Last night I tried to open a bag of chips and it was really pretty disastrous. Robbie's like, what have you done? All right. So the sauce is kind of muddy looking. I'm okay with that. We're going to throw some chips on here. This is the campfire nacho part. Aspie coming up with campfire nachos. And then we want, oh, so much cheese. Let's get some cheese on there and let that baby melt.
You're gonna melt a baby?
Yep, that's what I'm doing. Melting a baby. Meanwhile, we'll continue cleaning and we're gonna look at those brownies. Can you do me a favor and unplug this now? And I'll get this out of the way. Whoa, I can't believe it's only 6:30. I feel like I've been standing in here for like 2.5 hours. Because I'm doing something and I don't know what I'm doing.
I think when you're cooking with two woks at once, it messes with the
It
space
doubles the
time
time.
continuum, yeah.
Double time. Oops.
Hey, Adra.
Hello, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Zool, welcome in, Zool. All right, let's see what we can do about this. So, So, here's the problem. You probably can't even see, but the bottom just got burned. So I will own that mistake because I think that by heating the wok, I didn't allow that to just start to crisp up. It was too hot, and it would have been better to not have the wok heated before I put the stuff in there. Does that make sense? So I think what we're going to try and do is take all of this ooey gooiness and stick it in the oven in a small-ish container. Where's my square? All right. Well, no square. I don't know where my square pan is because I didn't know I was going to need it, right? So, thanks for making room for, oh, thank you, Zool. Okay, this is going to be too big. I don't want that. So we're going to go really small. and see if we can salvage some of this without getting the burned parts. Because Robbie's like, no.
Yeah, we can save that for the people that really like the extra crispy edges.
Can I do it with, will this make it come out better? I may use all the spoons tonight, everybody. All right, so we're gonna get this part, the ooey gooey part. I don't know that we're gonna get that molten lava now that we've kind of messed it up.
The stupid storm canceled Twitch and the internet.
Uh-oh.
Well, welcome back.
We're glad you made it back. Stay safe.
Once or twice, we've somehow stayed online through some pretty nasty storms.
Yeah.
Zool's calling dibs on the leftovers.
Okay. Come on over, because I don't know that there will be any leftovers if you wait longer than an hour.
Lennox at my last job all the time. All the time.
Where are you reading?
Lennox.
You ever get that work? Oh, yes.
These days, not so much. It's fantastic.
I've sat in meetings. I can't even, through many organizations. Good, the middle does not taste burned yet.
Yet.
Yes, yet.
You're like, it's not too late to burn the middle,
It's not.
too.
I can burn all of it.
Challenge accepted.
All right. But the rest of this you can see. You can
Put
just
some
see
ice
it's
cream on
dark.
it and voila.
Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. I need to get some
Gotta cancel it
non-burned.
out.
Yeah. No. All right. So I still have this oven. Let's turn that down. Upper oven 325. Should be okay. I can turn the lower one off. It's warm in this kitchen. All right. So Dana failed on this particular thing. So at least that tells you something important. Do you know what it is, Robbie?
What?
I didn't cheat
That's for sure.
and try to figure out how to do this. This cannot. This is just burned. Look at this, guys. Look. Look. That's just charcoal. It's bitter. It's not good. But at least it's sliding. Look how well seasoned the wok is. So that's good news too. We have seasoned our wok well.
Might be the first ever wok seasoned with a brownie.
So at least it won't be terrible to wash that tonight. Because Robbie and I both had dishes that were like, oh my gosh, this is never going to come clean. You guys ever have that? All right. Let's see how this is looking. Oh.
Oh, wrong cam.
Look at all the cheesy, melty goodness in there. All right.
That looks a little better.
Just a little.
It's true, some people do like crusty brownies, but that's
But
like,
no, this was burnt, not crusty. All right, so we're going to throw some chicken on the top because it's got to be nachos on the top.
well, and this chicken's already cooked too.
Yes. All right, I'll throw this for a little color on there. Maybe a little white onions on there. Some tomatoes.
That's nice color.
Maybe a little more tomatoes.
Every time you use cast iron,
Oh, you maybe need to season it if it's still if it's sticking that much. We've got some queso fresco on the top there. We're gonna put, here's one
we
thing
got
you.
the sparkling jewel. Just wait 2 seconds. There you go. There's the guac.
Don't they do that on nachos? They always put like the guac in one place. All right. So I think we need a picture of it in the wok first before we try to eat some of it. Olives, oh, but we can put, since we pulled these out.
This wok's gonna be completely full by the time Dana's done. It's already above the top. You can't really tell from this angle, but you almost can. It's probably a good 2 inches above the top of the wok.
Now this is daikon radish. If I were making some pickled radishes just for this, I'd probably either use red or some breakfast radishes, or if I could find them, watermelon radishes, because they're so pretty. They don't taste any different. They're just pretty. All right, so got some of those. We're gonna have some pickled serranos,
Yeah,
asparagus.
No one spreads guacamole for some reason.
So we're not going to either. What was that? Is that the dog pretending he can't get in again?
It's like, I heard there's Campfire Nacho. Let me in.
I heard cheese. Maybe a few of those right on top. That's pretty good. And even better, it doesn't smell like anything's burning in this pot. So that's awesome. All right. All right. So while our brownies are cooking, and I didn't set a timer, shall I dish us up some of this lovely, whatever it is?
Yes.
Let's see, what's going to be the best way to do this, Robbie? Do you think if I, like, go down like this? This is sticking to the bottom a little bit. I need to get through those layers of tortillas. Hang on.
Bring out the chainsaw. Overkill?
Overkill. But maybe not for you. Why? Why? You're not stuck to anything. There's some. It's not stuck to the bottom. That's what's so weird. Oh, it is a little, it did get a little dark on the bottom. I think that's all the problems with the wok and using it this way is that it's really designed to have a lot of heat in the middle on the bottom. And so there is a little burning on the bottom. So we're just gonna do this. And I want some nachos on the top of each of these. So make sure we get some of those. Those are the radishes. We need some guacamole on the top of each of them. Perfect.
So you're gonna take a picture of that?
Yep. If I know where my phone is, here it is. So let's make it look pretty. Where are my tweezers?
She can fix this. She can fix this.
And there we go. All right, you ready? You ready to try this? All right, here we go, guys. Woo, woo, woo. Super hot peppers to it, just me. Well, I did add some pickled serranos, and there's some Thai chili peppers in. The radishes are not, I mean, the radishes are spicy. They were spicy yesterday. They're even more spicy today because they have a bunch of Thai peppers in
And
them.
we like spice, and they are spicy.
And my sauce is really spicy. But if you want to add more peppers,
Pretty tasty.
pretty good. But again, and I'm gonna own it. The bottom, the bottom got burned again. So here's the lesson we've learned today, boys and girls. If you've got something that you need to sit and cook, don't do it in a wok. But we tried. We tried.
And Dana's not afraid to try weird new things.
No, but it, like a lot of chefs, they'll practice stuff before they show you how to do it. I did all of this on the fly today. So it still tastes great. We lost the bottom layer of this. We lost about half of the brownies. I'm sure the brownies will be fine when they come out, which I'll check in a little bit. Uncommon Wolf. The radishes were a spectacular idea. Did you get radishes on
Oh
yours?
yes, I could tell from as soon as it got really spicy.
Really good.
Hey Andy.
There he is. There he is. He's going to get to spend my birthday by himself after taking me to the airport.
It's actually my gift to her is time away from me.
But the sauce is really good and the chicken's really good. So there's a lot of good stuff here, minus the bottom layer. And then the guacamole is spectacular.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. And you've got the crunchy on the top. And good news, if you have really bad allergies or a cold, this will help clean all your sinuses.
That's for sure.
It held your message. I'm so sorry, Sparkling Jewel. Automod can be so mean sometimes. But everybody, it says, you are so lucky.
I think I liked it.
A sigh of relief.
Suki gotcha.
There you go. There you go. Thank you, Suki. Thank you so much. I mean, Automod.
See, I'm not even waiting until we're off stream to get seconds, Dana.
Can I tell you that my middle name starts with an L, and so some of my things have, DANAL on them, and that gets caught all the time as being a sexual thing. And I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do about that. You told me to use my first name and then my middle initials and my last initial. So what am I supposed to do?
Lie and put
That's
M.
what it is. Yes, he seems very, very hungry.
Uh-huh.
All right.
This was a success, other than the very bottom layer.
So, once again, I won't be on tomorrow. I will not be on Sunday, but I will be here with TexAg for Life. Is going to be right here in the kitchen with me on Thursday, the 26th. And I don't know what we're cooking yet. But we'll cook something. And then Robbie's going to be doing some cooking. Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah,
You should drink from the other jar. That'll fix you right up.
You first.
Yeah, I do stuff like that for bits.
You heard him.
Literally.
You
bits,
heard him.
Bits for bits.
You heard him. You want him to drink some spicy radish pickling juice.
Right, Jedi? That's like 3 streams in a row I've gotten to eat. Early.
I know, I thought this would take longer, to be honest.
We get done, the sun's still up.
And let me look what date I'm supposed to be doing Master Chef.
We got a little less than 2 minutes on the brownie.
Maybe.
All right, Andy.
And Food Fight, by the way, is coming back in August and September. So we've got that. And let me see here. Master Cook 13. Did he put a thing up here somewhere? Let's see. I am on Tuesday, July 15th. And I was going to do stuffed poblanos with a ranchero sauce, but instead I'm going to do some chicken enchiladas with a ranchero sauce. So we'll be doing that, making some homemade tortillas.
Those nachos are ridiculously good. I know we've kind of torn them apart, but
They are good, aren't they?
those might not be any left over at the end of the night. They're that good.
Well, my drink is alcohol. Michael, I'm in Texas. I know how to get rid of spiciness. As a matter of fact, I once had to. I was in another state when I was younger, when I was a teenager, and there was a guy who was being a big shot, and he's like, "I bet you won't eat a whole jalapeno." And I said, "I'll eat a whole jalapeno if you eat a whole jalapeno." And he's like, "All right, I'll get us some water." And I said, "I'd like a glass of milk." And he's like, "That's stupid." And his mouth was on fire and he left the room. And I just very calmly drank my glass of milk after I ate my jalapeno.
Come on over, Michael.
So there was that. You haven't been here for an hour. All right, let's check the brownies. Power
That's true.
coming.
Jalapenos are nothing.
Oh, they still need some time. I hear ya. I think they're gonna need at least another 10 minutes. I wasn't sure how much they were cooked. Normally you would cook these for about 45 minutes, but they were in the pan for a while. So I don't anticipate it taking 45 minutes, but we'll see.
'Cause it's
Jalapenos are nothing. Lucretia Pop made me make something called hot stuff with cubel peppers and chicharrones, and it was delicious, but it was
hot stuff.
spicy. It was hot stuff. It was aptly named. I had to go to a special store to go get my chicharrones because we made the chicharrones, so we had the pork skin and pork fat and stuff.
Come on, Storm.
It
leave
get dragged
Sparkling
into
Jewel alone.
everything. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm surprised as long as we've been streaming. I think only one time the storms kicked us off. And it wasn't like forever.
Right, I think it blinked. And
Yeah. I think that's it. It wasn't guajillo peppers. It was the cubele peppers, so the yellow ones, right? The little yellow peppers. They really, unless you've got some Mexican or Asian grocery stores near you, are really difficult to find. Peanut Butter Rampage!
Peanut
Hello!
Butter
I love
Rampage
your
cheered
name.
500 to make
Your
Robbie
name.
cook for 5 minutes.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you.
Oh.
Peanut
Robbie
132
would
slide
normally
ale.
chop,
A
but there's
birthday
nothing left to
strim.
chop.
Dino dance drop it 2 mush dance 2 async B dance.
Same stuff as, well, that's nice. That's nice. Peanut Butter Rampage. First of all, I love your name, and I'm so glad to see you. And I know you're in the Creator Club, right? So welcome here. And it is a birthday stream, and thank you for the biddies. Oh, that means we got to put you. What?
we
Everybody
would never boot you,
calm
Sparkling Jewel.
down. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. All right, I got to write you and get you on the refrigerator. Peanut. Your name is so clever. I'm telling you, Robbie and I sat around for the longest time trying to come up with a clever name for my stream, and we settled with Dana's Kitchen. creative name.
Does that name ring a bell, Dana?
Which one? Oh, yes. Guerrero. Yes. Yes, that's it. You got it. So, see you next fall. You do that all the time. I've got like these mats down here, but they're kind of on top of one another right now. They're not staying in place. My floor is filthy. I expect Robbie to make sure the house is really clean when I get home.
Peanut butter piglet, huh?
But then the fun spelling on Rampage went over. I do love that. I just do. I love it. But at least I get to do this now when Robbie's like, well, I want to do it this way. And I go, it's my way. Because this is what this says. It's my kitchen.
I don't have a fancy sign.
My kitchen. Ooh, a picture of tomato soup. It's so hot. But it would be great in the winter here. Not even the fall. It's still so hot here. My way or the highway. Oh my gosh, that looks delicious. You have cheese, and what else is on the top? I'm assuming Parmesan on the top. So keep in mind, guys, if you have recipes, Michael has shared a recipe for Robbie to make next month. And I've pulled a couple of recipes I think will be good, but I'd love to see if you guys have any simple dinner recipes. If we got to use processed food, that is okay on that. I don't cook with a whole lot of processed food anymore, but if it gets me dinner on the table without me having to cook, when on the days I'm working really late, I would love it if Robbie had and he knows how to use the grill too, so it could be something you do on the grill.
But I specialize in cooking with my phone.
Yes, he does specialize with cooking with his phone. He has shown. Would you guys like to see how Robbie cooks with his phone? So if you've got anything, remember we try to keep it below 5 steps. And you can't jam 6 steps into a step like some recipes. Have you seen those recipes? And they're like, do this, do that, do that. And then they move on to number 2. And I'm like, well, how come that was just 1? I don't understand. Why was that just 1? It looks like 3. So get him in the kitchen. He's actually good when he starts cooking in here. It's a little slow chopping.
Or very slow.
You're not slow, not like you used to be. And you get stuff done. You do get stuff done. So since Robbie, there's nothing left for Robbie to prep right now. Maybe he can make me another cocktail.
Do you want that again? Do you want something else?
Something else.
You just want me to top you off?
Is that where you are right now? Like, I'm just going to give you Prosecco. That's it?
I'm more of a, if you want me to do something, you tell me to do it.
I know, but I want you to think.
Yeah, I'm mentally exhausted from working all day. So I'm more than happy to make you a drink, but I'd have no capacity to make up something right now. I put mint in your Prosecco, Dana. Like, that was the last ounce of creativity I had for the day.
Then you can just top me off with some Prosecco. How's that? Mint in my Prosecco. So peanut butter rampage. I don't know if you know what we were doing here tonight, but we met a goal here, a sub and bit goal, words, because I've also worked today. And so the chat decided on what I was going to try and make in a wok. And we had brownies, but I messed up. I had the wok hot before I put the brownie mix in, and that was a mistake. So now we've taken out what we could salvage and put that in the oven. And then we also made Campfire Nacho Lasagna, which actually turned out really good. So we've got that. Tomato soup and grilled cheese is delicious. I also love baked potato soup. I like that. I know, but sometimes, you know what? The mental load of making all of the decisions is also a thing. It's a real thing. Whether you're no matter who you are, if you have to constantly make decisions in your life, that takes energy. And so it's challenging on days when both of us have worked, because both of us have had to make a lot of decisions. His in spreadsheets, mine with people's feelings. So, you add garlic to your chicken soup. See? Exactly, Cutie Talks. Oh, Nepalese juice. I haven't ever had Nepalese juice. Do you think Nepalese juice, if I bought cactus juice, that would be basically the same thing? Would they be using Nepalese and making that cactus juice? Because around here I've seen cactus juice, but I haven't seen Nepalese juice. But Nepalese and tequila. See, maybe you should send some recipes over to Robbie. Yes. And it's the thing. So, if in case you're new here and you don't know what I do off stream, I'm actually a marriage and family therapist. So this concept of somebody being the manager and doing things at the house all the time, whether I'm working with a couple or whether I'm working with an individual, comes up all of the time. Because, right, if you go to work, if you're the project manager, you're delegating. If you're a good project manager, you may help, you may do some of the things, but you've got people you delegate that to, right? When you become the project manager at the house all the time, you're also doing the work. And if you work outside of the home or you have kids still at home, that just compounds it. So the more, it's like all these little things. I was actually just talking about this with my daughter too. She's like, I keep thinking and I add this little thing and this little thing here. And I'm like, well, that's only going to be 3 hours a week. And that's only going to take me about 4 hours a week. And then all of a sudden it's like, wow, I just put an extra 25 hours into my week. And all those little things add up. It's called allostatic load. So there we go. MK, hello. To anyone you may have timed out, have you been timing people out over there?
I don't think I saw anyone get timed out.
I didn't see anybody get timed out either.
The brownies are beeping.
I see.
Peter Matthews says, happy birthday, Dana.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Peter Matthews. Welcome in. Hey, MK, how are you doing? I got to check these brownies. We took them out of the wok because they were burning in the wok.
They were burning a lot. There was smoke.
I'm just going to need a little more time. Not a lot. Let's see.
Would you like to show MK the nachos?
Yeah, let's see. So this is our nacho, our Campfire nacho lasagna. So that's what's left, and Robbie says he's going to come and have a bunch more. So doing pretty good.
I'm probably demolishing the rest of what she doesn't want after the stream.
Yeah, it's really good. So
minus the very bottom layer that is crispy.
Yeah, the bottom layer got a little burned, but the rest of it, but it didn't affect the flavor of the rest of it, which is always a concern. And we made a sauce out of roasted veggies and some tomatoes, and we did some chicken in the oven, and then we layered corn tortillas dipped in our sauce that was made with like chilies and onions and garlic, and layered. So we dipped it in the sauce and then layered it, and in between the layers is chicken, and we have Monterey Jack and Chihuahua cheese and a little queso fresco. And then after we let that sit and cook and let all that cheese get melty, we threw some tortilla chips on with a bunch more cheese and then covered it and let that melt. And then we added onions and radishes and guacamole and peppers and all sorts of good stuff. So I would not mind if you made this too. You can make anything I make. Absolutely. So it's delicious. And you could sub, because I know you sometimes do things that are meat-free, you could take instead of the chicken and you could do beans instead and make a really tasty, but make sure your beans have flavor. Don't just use plain beans. Take your beans and cook some things in it, mash them a little bit.
Or she'll come find you.
That'll taste really, really good. So it's a registered trademark. So anyway, try to reform them. So yeah, so unfortunately you can't trademark recipes. You can't copyright them, trademark them, none of that good stuff. So, and you could add some fiber to it as well. You could do the chicken and the beans if you wanted to. So basically we did just like a lasagna, but we used things you would make enchiladas with and we stacked it, right? And then we made nachos on top of that because I wasn't exactly sure how else to do that. Because if we used chips in the making of the lasagna, they'd just be soggy. And that's no bueno.
Because funny enough, MK, there were no recipes for Campfire Nacho lasagna
Made in a wok.
on the internet.
Especially not made in a wok.
So you guys might have witnessed a world first tonight, just saying.
I was a little worried. So Alton Brown talks about the worst recipe ever. Do you remember what it is?
Are you talking about the AI thing?
No, his that he developed and then he told everybody it was great, but it wasn't.
Are you talking about from Good Eats?
Uh-huh.
I'll know it as soon as you say it.
Lasagna in a slow cooker.
Oh, was that it? I was thinking of
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah, it was lasagna in a slow cooker. And he's like, that was a disaster. And he tried making it multiple ways. So I was doing this and thinking of that. I was like, is this also going to be
Because
a
what goes wrong when you
disaster?
do it in a slow cooker?
It's not the way you make lasagna.
I know, but what about it is...
I don't remember.
Okay.
I never made it. So, yeah.
All right,
You have to
Cram.
head out. All right. Well, thank you for hanging out. You were quiet. I didn't get to hear you. And I'm going to get with you to find out when you're going to be doing, I want to know when you're doing the farmers markets because I need to come down to Houston anyway to come see my family. And I want to stop by the farmers market if you guys are there. So let me know. Let me know. I know. I talked about that at the beginning of the stream was about Anne Burrell passing. She was really kind of a force. Her recipes are awesome, and she used to teach. Her patience in teaching people how to cook was amazing.
And I think that's something that Alton Brown did not have on Worst
No.
Cooks. He
Well,
did not
because
have
he's
the
not-
patience for nonsense.
Well, she didn't either. But I mean, you have to remember that while he did some culinary stuff and he worked a little bit in restaurants, he mostly did all of that so that he could, okay, look, here we go, we've saved it. So that he could make
That looks
good,
much better, Dana.
so that he could make good eats. That's why he did that. All right, don't do that. All right, let's see here.
That looks like a
Cancel
brownie
upper.
instead of a hot burned mess.
I turned the wrong
Prem
thing
says,
off.
sounds good, it will be next month at the earliest.
Okay, all right.
Although, next month,
Nice.
so close already.
So before we break into the brownie, here's the card that Robbie got me.
Because we
There
were
we go.
talking about that the other day on stream, so I figured that was perfect to get her the singing cow card.
Perfect. There needs to be balance, and she had it all. I know, and you see things like that, and I'm actually older than her, so that's also kind of a scary thing. So my birthday is one prime number, another prime number, but the number they make isn't a prime number, but if you add them together, it is a prime number. What number am I don't think that has been released yet.
I don't think they know. I think they're
Because
gonna.
Texas doesn't have cows anywhere. Nowhere. Especially not just walking down the street in my town.
Did you see Mad Markey said happy birthday?
Mad Markey, thank you so much for the happy birthday wish. Thank you. I get so busy talking, I sometimes miss things in chat. So if I miss what you say in chat, make sure, if it's really important you want me to know it, just say it again. It's fine. It's fine. Lay lemon in the slow cooker. Yes, yes. Detecting if you ever... Oh, Mary Mau Mau, thank you for the follow. And Weary Warlord, copywriting recipes. AI pans detecting if you ever steal a recipe. They have said in the courts, because there's only so many ways to say things and so many ways to cook things, you can't really copyright a recipe or the words around making the recipe. So, could I imagine a cow walking in my backyard? Yes, yes, I could. Not this one. But my last one, I could. The people behind us had horses, and my last house.
We occasionally have them loose on the highways here.
Yep.
You'll have
Once
the police out there
school-
with lassos.
Once the school in the town I lived in, that I lived in before this one, had a late start because there were cows on the road and the police were trying to catch them. So there's that. All right, we're gonna see. Is Robbie ready for dessert?
And look out for the cow patties, that's true. In fact, if you go to the Fort Worth stockyards where they still do the cattle drive twice a day,
Twice a day.
you have to watch out for the cow patties
Yeah.
afterwards.
So if you are ever in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, if you go down to the stockyards in Fort Worth, it's not in Dallas, at 10 a.m., no, it's at 11. There's 2 times a day. There's one in the morning and one in the afternoon, and they have like a guy gets up and he talks a little bit about the history of the cow drives, and then they have a bunch of longhorns.
That are
come
bigger than
by.
you would probably imagine.
I mean, the horns on longhorns are huge and scary looking. Like, don't make them mad. So many flies. Probably. I don't get close enough to them to know about the flies. But I used to drive, there used to be a road I drove all the time, and there was a huge field, and it had longhorns, and now it's a parking lot for a hotel. So it's very sad. Because that was fun. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Can I make a bigger mess?
Yes,
Probably yes.
absolutely yes.
That's just not nice.
You were asking the question.
You're
I
not
was
nice.
just answering honestly.
Is that what that was?
It's fine. The brownie's gonna taste delicious. Your friend drives cattle.
Nice.
Oh, she's gonna make it real bougie.
Let's make it bougie. I'm
Birthday
assuming
bougie brownie.
he's very proud of himself. You should see him over there. He's like, oh, I'm so smart.
SMRT smart.
Oops. I might not be able to do this. Let's see if I can. So I'm just using cocoa powder on that. It did not turn out the way I wanted, Robbie. It's okay.
Would you like me to get the other dishes out of the way of the shot?
Sure, you can do that. I will allow it.
Because we eat with our eyes first, and especially if you're in chat. Because you can't actually taste it.
So if I'm being really bougie, I would actually cut this out in a circle and stick it
I
over
thought that's
there.
what you were gonna do.
You think I should cut this out in a circle?
Numbers man learns alliteration. Story at 10.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pick this up that way. Nope. Because it's still a little molten-y. So now it's not going to be as pretty as I wanted, but it's okay.
Tomorrow, MK. But she'll be on a plane, so we had to stream tonight.
Oops. See, not pretty. Oh well. It's okay. It's going to be delicious.
You had one job, Dana.
No, I didn't. I had like 20.
Oh.
Why is the dog
Dana
barking?
is going to Florida. I will be staying here with the dog.
Bobby gets to dog sit. And I'm going with girlfriends. And this is what we will be doing for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then we come home on Monday. We'll be waking up in the morning. Tomorrow we'll be getting on a plane, but every other morning we'll get up, we'll have coffee, we'll have a little breakfast. We'll put our swimsuits on. We'll head to the beach. And then we will come back, maybe nap, get dressed, and go out for a fabulous, wonderful dinner somewhere. That's the entire vacation every day, right there. So we don't try to plan anything. We just, relax. That's it. I'm going to leave this out because you're probably going to want more ice cream. All right, so not the prettiest plating. If you're new here, sometimes my plating is really fabulous. Today it's been, and I'm okay with that. So we'll take a picture, and then do you want to try this? It's ooey gooey.
Yeah, this is the annual summer trip for her.
Every year. All right. So it's kind of gooey. It probably could have been in the oven a little bit longer, but the top was dry. It's really good. It's interesting because it's not as much sugar as I put in that. It is not overly sweet. Is it?
It kind of tastes like it was cooked over a campfire.
Has a little smokiness to
Got a
it.
little smokiness to the brownie. I mean, because there was smoke. A lot of smoke.
It does have that little bit that.
But yeah, it definitely
You
reminds
love
me
that?
of being out at a campfire.
I'm super excited too because one of our friends hasn't been for a couple of years because she was fighting cancer. And she had gone in for blood work and she tells everybody this, for vanity surgery, for a tummy tuck. And they were like, no, you need to get to an oncologist. And luckily she had been going in for vanity surgery because they said it's a pretty aggressive form of like a leukemia. And they said that if it had been 2 weeks later, there was probably not much hope. So she is better. She's been fighting this for 2 years?
2.5 years,
2
something
years.
like that.
She's got
Long
about
time.
6 months left, but she can finally travel again. So we're super excited to have her there. So it's hard when you have to miss somebody joining in on things. So this is good.
Because we had them over not too long ago for the first time in a very long
Yes, in 2 years. She's finally starting to be able to get out and be around other people. So we took food over a couple of times
time.
in
She
the beginning.
did manage to salvage the brownie.
It is, yeah. I still think it probably needs about another 10 minutes in the oven, but it still tastes good. So there's that. Hippie! Oh my gosh, you guys are just in time because we're done. But welcome in. Hippie lady, how are you guys doing? How was your stream? What'd you guys cook today? I didn't even make it over there at all. Wait, what? I know, but I'll show you what we made. How's that? Can I show you what we made? I had to take the brownie out of the wok. So for those of you who are there who don't know what I was doing, I had to make a brownie in a wok, and I had to make a Campfire Nacho lasagna in a wok, because Chad hates me. Anyway, so I did start the brownie and the wok. I made the mistake. The wok was already hot. And so the bottom got burned. So we pulled it off the heat and we salvaged it and put it in the oven. So that was a fail as far as that goes. I didn't see him streaming either. Thank you so much. Lox and Gravlox, and failed to make high protein tortillas. There you go. It happens to all of us. So anyway, so we salvaged what we could, getting rid of the burned stuff. It still has a little smoky flavor to the chocolate. It's actually really good. All right, here is our decimated in the wok. So I made a sauce out of roasted chilies and onions and some tomatoes and garlic. And then I know, garlic. I had garlic and onions in there. You couldn't do that, but we used garlic and onions in ours. And then corn tortillas, and we dipped it in our sauce. And then we had some chicken that had been seasoned and cooked in a cast iron pan, and layered that with Monterey Jack cheese and Chihuahua cheese and some queso fresco. We let that cook. And then we put tortilla chips on top with a ton of cheese and put the top back on and let that melt. And then we added tomatoes and onions, and we had pickled some daikon radishes the other night, and somebody suggested we should put those on, and some pickled serranos and some guacamole. And it was really good, and some more chicken, and it was delicious. You stopped the stream. I'm good. I don't have to go check to see if you did. I don't have to text you tonight and go, hey, I noticed you stopped the stream. Good job. Chef JT is on, okay. So Robbie said he's going to finish everything in the wok. He's going to eat it tonight. He's hungry. So.
Although I forgot how big that wok actually is in
It's
real
pretty
life and not
big.
just on camera. So
Yeah, it's
probably
pretty
have
big.
most of it.
So I would say that the Campfire Nacho Lasagna was a hit.
Mm-hmm.
And the brownies in the wok, not a hit, but the brownies out of the oven, a hit. So,
Yeah,
and I like them. They're not too
The
sweet.
brownies in the wok reminded me of the first time I tried to cook steaks on just a super high heat and charred on the outside, raw in the middle.
Yeah. Ooh, maybe that can be one of your things. You can make a steak in a pan and not on the grill.
What about a ham in a pan?
No ham in a pan. Okay, so Chef JT's on. Who else is on? Let's take a look. I don't know where there's my phone. It's right here. Did I close all my circle? Closed all my circles on my watch. It's new. All right, let's see who's on. And we have, let's see, Ice Cream Posse is always on. Spaceballs, Hunger Service is on. Let's see here.
Got you on the fridge, Hippie, for the raid.
Thank you, Hippie. Mayor Bakes is on. Chef JT is on. Rusty's on, but is doing house party. Thank you. I've got a lot more people now since we started the Creator Club. Let's go to Chef JT. We haven't done that for a while. And because I think last time we went to Hunger Service, right? Or did we not? I can't remember. But we'll go see Chef JT. Okay,
Hey,
everybody.
Chef Mega.
Chef Mega, hello. You can't hear because the kitchen is loud, and I can't read because Robbie is. Okay, there we go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming by. We're glad that you came by. We're about to raid out. We're going to go see Chef JT. And I want to thank all of you guys for being here. Thank you for all the lovely happy birthday wishes. It's a great way to start off a birthday weekend. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I will see you next Thursday. So that's in 8 days. I'll see you. And we'll be cooking with TexAg for Life. So you get a 2-for-1 We're going to see the elusive Texag for Life, who hasn't been on for a while. So it'll be exciting, I think.
And that spelling looks good, right? Before we go.
It looks good. Looks good. So I know we're rating. We've been on for 2.5 hours already. So thank you again for all of the biddies, for all of the subs, for all of the rates. You guys are fabulous. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you guys next Thursday. So have a good night, good weekend. Bye.